live streaming right now, by the way, too.
Okay.
So I'm a bit of an oddball, a widow for you. But the reason why we're in a rush is because SpaceX is launching a rocket in like 7 minutes, and it's going to create a space jellyfish.
Okay.
And so what happens is it's dark out for us, but it goes up high enough that it still has sunlight, so it illuminates really strongly and becomes this giant thing in the sky.
Okay.
So you pick the right person to pick up, because you can just hang out there if you want and see something you'll never see in your life probably again, unless you catch it perfectly, coincidentally, whatever. So, but it's happening like I just found out about this, so we're in a rush right now.
Oh wow!
So I appreciate you
no problem.
being a good, safe driver. So as you can see, it's starting to get dark out, everybody. Yeah, space jellyfish is the informal term for this. Basically, it's a giant exhaust plume for this rocket, and it just illuminates, and it can get really, really intense. And I guess tonight's going to be some of the best space jellyfish action that you can see. All right. Yes. Hey guys, hello. Okay, chat says I have 40 minutes. Did they push it back? Can someone look into this? I don't have the ability to look it on my phone. But someone that can do this, look into it. They were delayed until 8:23. Well, we won't get the space jellyfish then. Okay, well, this could be a problem. Well, either way, we're gonna have some fun. We'll stay and hopefully see the launch. Maybe they don't want people to see this. That's very possible. So Michael, I guess there's been a little bit of a delay in the launch. Space jellyfish action may still happen, but maybe you keep driving.
That's crazy.
We'll find out. And yeah, this is live, folks. But they had a launch recently that was expected to be at this twilight hour. That was also this is like a few days ago.
Correct.
That was going to do this, and then they delayed that one as well. And I think they are just an idea. I think they're delaying them because they don't want people to freak out. They're like, might as well launch it 30 minutes later, because if people see this thing, they'll be like, what the heck is happening?
Exactly. Because a lot of people don't follow this type of news, and then they're gonna be like, what's going on?
Are we under attack? Yeah, exactly. Well, this gives me more time to set up. Hopefully we still see it, but it might not get illuminated by the sunlight at this point. 38 minutes from now. Okay, we'll see. Okay, I have my microphone on now, sound better. If I literally just waited 2 minutes, I guess I would have learned about the delay. Oh God. It's fine though. Live, folks. I mean, we'll see if people are saying it's delayed. I don't know. I'm gonna be there. We'll find out. We're almost at the park, though. Wait, someone's just saying scrub now. No, we need someone legit to really, we need some of the members, if you're a member, please look into this. Someone just said scrubbed. We need to see what's actually happening here. I'm not taking it just from Bayou Billy. There's too many. He may be a great guy. Silver Slayer. There's supposedly going to be a space jellyfish in like just a few minutes. Now, some people are also saying that one person is saying that they've scrubbed. Some people are saying that they delayed it. It's all types of confusion right now. So only Bayou Billy is saying it's scrubbed. Bayou Billy. No, this is just a SoCal thing. This will only be for Southern California. They're going to launch to the southwest. So I'm in the perfect place to see it. All right, thank you, sir. You were right on it. We'll see what happens.
You get to see it, I mean.
You may see it too. These things take up like the whole sky. It's crazy. But we'll see if it's. I don't know. We'll find out. Nice view. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know how my audio is. Oop. Lots of people out here. Audio good, great. 35 minutes to launch. Oh man, I guess we're gonna have some story time then. Find a good spot. Should be launching this way. They're walking among us, people. How many people here do you think may actually be hybrids? Aliens. Okay, so this should be the angle, because it should be going like this, basically across. Wait, someone just said my source says 7:55 p.m. Okay, let me get the tripod set up. There we go. Badonk-a-donk. Someone did deadlifts today. Maybe we'll see some orbs. Maybe we'll see a shooting star, a meteor. Who knows? We're out here. We're doing it live. Doing it live. This is what it takes nowadays to be the best forever. Oh, yeah, actually, let's do this. I know, the view will get better in a second. Okay. I'm just getting the tripod set up. I know the suspense. Everyone's like, what's happening? I'm so confused. Hey, I'm more confused than you are. Don't worry. I walk through my life in confusion. every day. Everyone's confused right now with the world. What the heck is happening? Our leaders have gone mad. They're not leaders, they're buffoons. They've lost their minds a long time ago. They sold their souls, doing dark deeds in darker places. But we're here to have fun, explore the universe, see the light, be the light. At least that's my agenda. Okay. Oh, the moon's really nice right now. It's right next to Jupiter too. It's like a very nice. Okay. Okay, folks. We're back. Yeah, what the fuck is happening? We're hoping to see... I'm not faded. No, we're hoping to see a SpaceX launch that creates a space jellyfish. Now, what's the latest on this? It should be launching right now, unless it was delayed. People are saying it was delayed. So please let me know. Please let me know what the latest is. Can someone go to the SpaceX YouTube channel and see, okay, launch delayed. I hope that's not Bayou Billy. Launch delayed, 8:23, 29 minutes. Okay. 8:23, T-minus 30. All right. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to see it. Okay, thank you, Bayou Billy. Grok lied. He's on our side again. Okay. So I don't know if we're going to see it from here if it launches at 8:23, because it may not get the light. We'll see. We'll find out. Maybe I'll hear it. We're here now. We're here now. Someone's saying I will. They're saying you will. They are live at SpaceX. Hit that like button, folks. Smash it. At okay. Yeah, 8:23 p.m. Pacific time. This is San Diego, California. And let me flip it around. Just so, yeah, blame it on Elon. Blame Elon. He can take it. There we have the moon and Jupiter. Pretty nice. Now, someone in the chat, or multiple people, there's actually someone who created a website to track like the space jellyfish possibility, because it really depends on when it launches, whether it launches right at twilight, before, after. So someone could do a Google search and type in like SpaceX space jellyfish tracking website. You'll see the link for that for this launch, and if they're staying up to date with the data in real time, they will have a new representation of, is it likely, is it not likely? Because when I checked, they said it was basically going to be amazing. So please check that. They were like, it's going to be incredible. So please check that and report back if you can find the site. I found it through X. Mark is saying it launches in 2 minutes. I'm so confused. Full darkness 8:51. Okay, that's good to know. I'm just here at this point. 20 minutes, 30 minutes after dark is excellent for a jellyfish. Okay, thank you, Galactic Treasure Hunter. That's what we're here to do, baby. Someone, yes, launches in a few minutes, and people are saying 27 minutes. This always happens. At least, yeah. it should be. It probably was delayed. Um, if I check it, I'm not sure what happens on my screen. Okay, yeah, okay. 8:23 launch. So when, okay, so well, we have some time. Let's chat a little bit about what they're doing in space. Let's just do a space chat really quick. And I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have light on me for. Okay. Um, well, okay. The last thing I'll say on the timing, if it happens now, like if they do end up launching it now, and we're all just confused, I'm gonna see this mother. So there's no missing it. Bye, you, Billy. I swear to God, if you comment one more time. Yeah, no, don't use AI. Anyone that's using AI, get the heck out of here, okay? You just go to the live stream. Um, I love you guys. The predictor says no flights will produce jellyfish. Okay, thanks, Jody, for that. There's someone else early said strongly helped by high sky plume contrast, plume illumination, rocket enters sunlight. The jellyfish tracker, people found it. It's gone now. Okay. I do have a flashlight, but I don't need a. I don't know. I don't think it's too important to illuminate myself like crazy. I mean, I have my big light here. Where did my headlamp go? Wish I'd known about this sooner. I would have been more prepared. But we're going to. Here's my headlamp. So, okay. So what's actually happening in space? Well, that's a big. There's a mainstream idea of what's happening in space, and then there may be more than that. There's different levels to this. So the first, and I don't know. Okay. So the first level is that we're launching tons of satellites into space. We've been doing that since, now someone's saying 10 minutes. Okay, that could be good. Yeah, so the first level is that now we're launching a lot of satellites into space, mainly through like SpaceX. There's 10,000 Starlinks now in space as a result of SpaceX. 1,000 have actually decayed already, so they have a 1 in 10 burn rate at this moment in time, and that's a lot. It's dramatically increased the number of satellites in space. You also have mega constellations going up via Blue Origin soon. That's Jeff Bezos. Bezos' company, Chinese mega constellations, European mega constellations. Basically, there's a lot of satellites in space, and that's undeniable because anyone that goes out with a camera to capture a photo of a comet or whatever, if they do a long exposure, they're going to get tons of satellite marks, and you can see them with your eyes. So if you hang out and just look up at the night sky, you'll see these like all the time now. It's terrible light pollution. Additionally, let me turn around because the view is so good right now. Why look at me? I mean, some of you may like how I look, but who cares? The view is really nice. So, so there's all these satellites in space now. That's kind of like level 1. And then on top of level 1, whether you believe it or not, whatever, is the Apollo missions, and it's the now Artemis missions. Artemis 1 and Artemis 2. Artemis 2 being the most recent, Artemis 1 being unmanned, but you get the idea, the moon missions. Level 2, and I'm not a big expert on this, but level 2 is there are things happening in space that we're not being really told of. A good example of that is that the United States Air Force, I believe it is, has a space plane. It's permanently in space, basically. Now, it's not that big, but it is able to effectively deliver payload or actually like capture, let's say, like a satellite. And someone could look it up and post it in the chat. I don't remember what it's called, but it's this, they don't talk about it much. I mean, it is known in the public, but it's talked about very little. It's kept kind of hush hush, and it's able to stay in space for a long duration, because once it gets to orbit, it has enough fuel to then maintain orbit, and you can even adjust orbit. So they have these activities happening in space. We have confirmation publicly that there are certain missions in space that have been undertaken by the Russians, for example, of them being able to effectively sabotage a satellite, or they've done these tests where they've gone up to a satellite and they like extend this like balloon or something around it. Yeah, the Air Force space plane is a drone, but it's almost like, looks like the space shuttle kind of. It's pretty cool looking. That thing's like permanently up there. X-38 program. That sounds right. And someone just said also the jellyfish can happen 2 hours after sunrise, sunset from the second stage burn. Okay, so we're still cooking, baby. So, and then just in general, you have to recognize how influential space and satellites has been geopolitically since that started. I mean, look at World War II, what happened. And then we, and eventually you won't see them at all, so I'll go back. We had World War II, then the Soviets launched Sputnik, and then there's this huge space race, because the thing is, when you have a nuclear warhead and you shoot it up, if you can get it there, and it's very difficult to do, but if you can get it there, the Earth basically just rotates underneath you, and then you can drop it at hyper, like crazy Mach speeds, hyper ballistic speeds, and there's no way to block that. So that's why when countries are developing new missile technology, like one reason the United States is going after Iran is because they're developing the nukes and developing this missile technology, making them a threat such, you know, this is in the eyes of the United States government, making them a threat such that they can hit long-range targets. Because if you can get up to space, the planet spins, and then you can drop it down, and no one can stop you. Effectively. So space has become very, very important, whether you get there, what assets you have there, imaging technology, all this stuff. So there's a whole, I'm sure, covert warfare that's occurring right now in space that the public is not privy to. And right now, at the public level, and some of these congressional hearings and whatever, you hear about how that's going to be a war zone in the future for satellite sabotage and things of this nature, but it's probably already happening, because lots of people around the world are seeing space junk rain down, like quite often. Sometimes it's Starlinks and more, but sometimes it's like we don't know what this was. So that's kind of like level 2, is that it's info's in the public, but at the same time it's not talked about too much, and therefore most people don't know about it. And if you just stretch a little bit further than what is told in the public, probably is already having there be like covert operations in space with satellites and everything. Level 3 is where things get wild. Level 3 is supposedly, you know, there's already a moon base, or the Nazis have a moon base, or the moon was actually towed into position as a way to control the planet, or there's like a galactic federation and there's a secret space force, and the world governments are actually all working together behind the scenes at the end of the day because of this weird whole new dimension of political governance at the interstellar level. So I listen to some of that information. I think it's interesting. I don't take any of it just like 100%. That's what it is. Thank you, Plasma Memory, for the 50 memberships. That's awesome. But a lot of people do talk about that. I mean, you could watch Michael Sala, I think it is. He has a whole YouTube channel on all those topics. And I'm not saying what he's saying is accurate or not, okay? I'm just saying if you are interested in learning about level 3, which may or may not be true. There's probably some truth there. I think there's probably a lot of nonsense too, but there's undoubtedly, I would think, some percentage of truth there. Maybe it's only 5%, maybe it's 20%, I don't know. Then you go to Michael Sala's YouTube channel, and then there's also, God, what's his name? Real Ismail Perez. You know, I was on his live stream once. He talks about all this stuff too. So again, whether you believe it or not, if you're interested, these are 2 places I know that you can go and you can learn more, and there's others, but that's level 3. So level 1, 100% is happening. I mean, if I just look up over the next 20 minutes until launch, I'll see satellites zipping around. Anyone that lives in a dark sky area sees satellites zipping around. Level 2, I think more is happening there than most people realize, and then it's being acknowledged at the public level. And check this out. Here's a skyline for you. Pretty cool. So I think level 2 is for sure happening as well. Level 3 is where I have no idea whether it is or isn't. And you know, I guess there's a little bit more to level 3 that I can mention, where I do have some personal experience. So I'll share a story with you guys. Story time, folks. Okay, so story time. I just want to read the comments. I see you all in there. I am an alien? Okay, maybe. Okay, I have to... Can I do... There's some people that are spamming the chat right now. And I don't think I have a way of moderating it, unfortunately, from my phone. If there's a mod in the chat, you see the guy who's spamming, please get rid of him. Either way. Story time. Story time is more important. Story time is that I have, as many of you know, very vivid dreams. And I often remember them. Sometimes they've been lucid. Sometimes they're precognition dreams where I literally have dreams in the future and they come true and they're not simple. They can actually be quite complex. That's happened a few times. Not dozens, but a few times. One dream I had was of these tall mantis-like creatures. And I've shared this before. So I was just sleeping and, you know, there really wasn't much to it, but basically all of a sudden there was, I think, like 1 or 2 of these giant mantis-like creatures that were near me. And it wasn't that they necessarily were doing anything or I was communicating with them. It was just like there was a shared moment in time where we were in the same space. I think it was 2 of them. And they were like 7, 8, 9 feet tall. They're like tall mantis creatures. They're not exactly like a mantis, like a praying mantis, but that's the best way to describe them. Someone just said it just launched. Now, we'll find out, folks. Some saying 13 minutes, some saying it happened right now. So yeah, mantids. I mean, we'll see if it launches. It's getting pretty dark out here now. We have Venus on the horizon. Yes, someone said launch. Okay, cool, we launched. Someone else, wait, the other people are saying no. Guys, please have some pity on me. Please pity me and just tell me the truth. Okay, it is not launched. Okay. So I had this dream of the mantis creatures. Story time. I had this dream of the mantis creatures. I knew nothing about this. This was a few years ago. I just started kind of with my whole journey into a lot of these things. I had no idea. But I wrote the dream down because I was like, that's fucking weird. So I wrote it down because I write the weird dreams. I write down, and I've had some weird dreams. Everyone has. I'm not special. I wrote it down. I then go buy a book called Astrology for All by Alan Leo. I think I actually just found it, or it's like $2 or something at a library. I don't know. It called to me. I was like, oh, okay. And I saw how old it was. It's like 100 years old. It's like, oh, this is an old astrology book. This should be good. And yeah, no acid. This is just normal stuff. So I'm flipping through the beginning. Is this outline of kind of like the solar system and a few other things, and then he goes into if you have a Libra moon and this sort of sun, then this is some of the characteristics and blah blah blah. It's astrology for all. It's all this stuff. In the beginning of the book, and there's some things that are outdated in there. He talks about Vulcan, which was this hypothetical planet that astronomers were theorizing would exist closer to the sun than Mercury. We've never found Vulcan. But he talks about the mantids and the mantis-like creatures that live on the sun. And I was like, when I was reading, I was like, holy shit, this is exactly what I dreamed. I've never before encountered this information, but he described them, tall, mantis-looking, whatever. Like, what? So, supposedly these mantis-like creatures, they are plasma life forms that many of them live in the sun because they live in a plasma-based reality. So they're not biological. We can't just like actually meet one. It only happens in like the interdimensional, like psychic realm, you could say. And there's a whole YouTube channel devoted to talking about mantids and different people's sightings, and Joe Rogan's talk about them, and other like Danny Jones. They had a whole conversation on Danny Jones about mantis creatures and DMT and stuff. So you can go to that YouTube channel. That's pretty informative, and it's just basically a whole bunch of independent sources talking and describing basically the same thing, which is very interesting. So that's kind of like level 3A for me, whereas I had this direct dream experience of these very bizarre creatures, and it's not like I was like holding a mantis in my hands that afternoon while I was gardening or something. I hadn't like seen it, nothing. Thank you, one of mine. 9 minutes till launch, folks. And then I see this book from 100 years ago talking about them, and of course other people have talked about them and all this stuff. So that's like 3A, where there are things that we have observational evidence of. We don't fully understand it, but there are things happening outside just our earthly realm that are not beyond our understanding, but pretty bizarre. So yeah, I mean, that's why I don't just immediately discount the information from level 3 as I described. How much of that is accurate from some of these people I mentioned and many others who talk about these space programs and galactic federations and whatever? Hey man, I don't know. I don't know. I think there's some truth to this, some of that stuff. Question is, do you want, if you just have to have enough of an interest to watch it all and sift through all of it if you want. Personally, it's too much for me to want to sift through hours and hours to get 5% truth. And maybe it's more than that. I don't know. Again, I think you guys understand. There's probably a level 4 too, but what level 4 is, I don't know. I mean, level 4 is, what I have thought about, there's ideas of like Artemis 2, these 4 astronauts are the farthest from the Earth that anyone's ever been. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there are probably other humans in space, and that aliens or whoever have come down and been like, hey, you want to go to our planet? It's really awesome, and they take them there. It's like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's probably happened many times, and so I think the human experience is actually like humanity's experience of space is much vaster than what the collective probably thinks it is based off of our space programs. And there is a shared human consciousness. So, um, you can think of humanity as simply as like one consciousness, one organism. So, if there are other humans that have gone out beyond this earthly realm, let's say 500 years ago, 5,000 years ago, whenever, that experience would resonate as part of the larger human consciousness and should be accessible by people who can tap into those different Akashic records, you could call them. So, I'll flip it back. So, I've always just kind of had a hunch that that's the case. And I don't know how many of these people have done those journeys, right? But um, I think it's not zero. I think there are people that have gone to other systems and we just don't know. And we really, it's just been, we have all this evidence historically from ancient text and paintings and stuff of spaceships. And there was that whole UFO battle over like Germany in the Middle Ages. I mean, like literally, it's well documented. Um, I think people have gone beyond Earth and beyond the moon, and there's probably whole other populations of people out there who are living in that expanded cosmos reality. Crazy to think about. So T minus 5 minutes for the SpaceX launch with a space jellyfish. That's what we're hoping for. We should still get one, I would think. It's still kind of bright out. I'll zoom around a little bit for you, okay? Let me show you again. Can we get, what are we looking at here? There's Orion. See, oh, let me zoom out a bit. Yeah. You have Orion, and there's the moon and Jupiter perfectly. See that? Jupiter and the moon conjunct. If you watched my live stream yesterday, you know that we've had a very powerful lunar journey over the past 7 days from new moon to this near quarter moon. First quarter moon's tomorrow. Well, it's actually 24th, so we're like 48 hours away from first quarter. But we had the new moon, then we had the moon conjunct Venus, then it's conjunct Uranus and the Pleiades, now it's conjunct Jupiter. So every single night as the sun goes down, the moon has been higher up in the sky. And that to me symbolizes like an increasing strength and power to it. It's also been getting brighter and brighter because it's a waxing moon going from new moon to first quarter, and then of course full moon. So pretty cool stuff. I guess this launch is pretty soon, isn't it, folks? T minus 3 minutes. I am filming from San Diego. Beautiful San Diego, Southern California, United States of America. Get your popcorn. A lot of people have cleared out now. The park was pretty busy earlier. Now it's pretty empty. You can still hear people though, I'm sure. Okay, so again, if you're just jumping in, what the heck's a space jellyfish? SpaceX is launching from Vandenburg in California, just a little bit north of like Los Angeles. They're launching to the southwest. That will take it off the coast, past San Diego, past Baja California, Mexico. And if they launch at certain times, you get this space jellyfish effect, where basically the exhaust plumes light up in the sunlight because it's high enough up, but the rest of the ground, like where you are on the surface, is dark. So it shines up very, very brightly. And people have seen these all over, but they have to launch at a certain time. You're not going to get a space jellyfish typically if it's not around sunset. So originally they were going to launch about 20 minutes earlier. Now we have a launch in 2 minutes, T minus 2. So we're about to see, I think there's enough light for this still to work. And let me show you Venus really quick. There's Venus. So if you ever see a really bright light on the horizon, it's Venus, almost certainly. If it's an evening star, morning star too, but evening star. Lyrid meteor shower tonight. Maybe I'll just stay on the live stream and never leave this park. There. Do I look like a Sith Lord? Darth Sidious. Okay. We're living in a hologram. Or we're living in an alternate reality within a black hole. This is what Bad Hombre Berkey is saying. Interesting. Thank you from Montana. T-1. Darth Burns. Lightsaber burns. You wouldn't want that. Join me in the dark side. In Star Wars, it's always the dark characters who have the best one-liners. Do it. But you're always rooting for the Skywalkers. Or whoever it may be. The dark side users think they're right up till the very end when they're wrong. T-minus 20 seconds. Popcorn ready, folks. Okay. So I hope I can catch it. Basically, I'm just going to maneuver the camera as soon as I can once I start seeing this thing, if I see it. I should see it. It's launching right past me. And everyone else that's here. But it should show up like over here and then go across this way. It should do something like that. I don't know, we'll see. We'll keep it on Venus right now. Okay, someone just said it launched. We need more Jedi. It's true. We do need more Jedi. Liftoff. Ignition of Falcon 9. It's launching. Someone say, Amy's saying that they can hear it. They must live close to it. They launch all the time now from Vandenburg. All nominal. Okay, cool. Thank you for the warriors who are watching 5 things at once. The open source Intel community. Other people are just hanging out. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one here who is aware that this is going to happen. I mean, maybe not, but this is not. I only found out about this because I was on X and my algorithm is tuned towards all this space stuff. And so it popped up and I rushed to get here thinking it'd be a fun live stream. I just saw like a weird red flash by the moon in Jupiter. That was weird. And also Castor and Pollux. You see them really nicely. I'm not seeing anything yet, so let me show you that. See the 2 little stars near Jupiter? The camera on the YouTube app is really crappy, but you see Jupiter, the moon, and Castor and Pollux all right now together in the sky, which is pretty cool. With Venus just below them. Oh, I smell a little ganja. It's off, and someone in the chat saying that they see it. They are saying stage 1 what? Okay. Launched 3 minutes ago. Well, I do see, is that a satellite? What is that? There's something near Venus. The camera on this isn't that good though. The YouTube app has a terrible camera. Oh! Yeah. I'm seeing it. See that, guys? Yeah. There it is. Yeah, SpaceX launch from Vandenburg. Yeah, we should get a space jellyfish. Like right now. Do you see it? There it is. We caught it, folks. We did it. I can't turn the phone landscape because for some reason YouTube locks it vertical. Oh, that's so rad. Ooh, I brought my camera too. Let's get a couple shots of this. Oh, what? Oh, I can definitely hear it now. I'm trying to get a shot of it right now with my camera. So just bear with me. That's awesome though. We got on the live stream, baby. That is dope. You guys got some good photos over there? Okay, I'll go over and talk to them later. I totally forgot about my camera. I should have set it up. Darn it. I mean, I can maybe still get it. But all my settings are like freaking out because they're all not set for this. Okay, let's see what I can get right now. I have to get this on long exposure. Maybe 2 seconds could do it. I got one okay photo. All right, guys. It is off to space. That's where it is. It's curving around the planet now. That's why it does that. But pretty awesome. We saw it, folks. And what was cool is that it came in, I'm not sure you can see my finger. Yeah, it came in right from Venus. And then it went across all the way to where we see it now. So we learned about space, the 3 levels. We saw the moon, Jupiter, the stars, Venus. And we saw the space jellyfish. What is happening in space? I don't know. That's a big question. I don't think we're being told everything, okay? So, I'm glad they didn't scrub it. I'm glad we saw it. That was cool. I've never seen that before. Not like that. I have seen the SpaceX launches before, but not like that. That was pretty awesome. Thanks for being here with me, guys, to experience that. I hope you enjoyed it wherever you were. Happy to have delivered that experience to you. As I do on this channel, when things are happening, I jump right on it if it's within my ability. And I saw that. I just got back from the gym. Thankfully, I had my dinner already on the way back. And I saw I had like 15 minutes literally to get ready and go. And I jumped out and I did it. Took the fastest Uber. Our champion Uber driver, Michael. And we got here. It's actually good that they launched. I think it's perfect they launched 20 minutes later because we had story time. Still saw it perfectly. I don't think I would have been ready in time if they had launched it at the original time. So that was awesome. Yes. Meteor shower, Lyrids, tonight is when it peaks. So you're going to want to look to the constellation of Lyra and then a little bit to the north and right of it, I guess you could say. Basically, just like up and to the right is where the radiant source is, and you may see some shooting stars coming out of that. But the Lyrids are typically not a big meteor storm. Let me flip it around. The Lyrids are typically not like the biggest meteor shower, but sometimes they can be. That's the thing. So I wouldn't like necessarily, unless you're really into it, go out expecting to see tons of falling stars or whatever. But every now and then, like every 50, 100 years, or even like every 200, it's like it gets crazy. So that's the thing with these jet streams in space. If you research into meteor jet streams or meteorite jet streams, they have differences in their density. So sometimes you go through higher density patches, other times lower density. So tonight we don't know. I haven't heard anyone speculating that's going to be a higher density. But and stage 1 has landed. So awesome. Looks like SpaceX has landed another one. And they launched a batch of Starlinks into space. For better or for worse, I don't know. But it was cool to see. Happy to share that with you guys. I'm going to sign off now. Not much left for me to talk about. I mean, we could stay out here for 2 hours and talk, but we'll leave it there. And wishing you all the best. Much love. Namaste. Enjoy all the incredible energies we have right now. We have the Comet C2025 R3 Pan-STARRS showing up in our chronograph view tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe because it's space. The space stuff is going crazy right now. I'll keep you up to date. But we're going to start seeing this incredible comet actually with one of our main space telescopes. And that plasma tail is basically starting to hit us here on Earth now. It's like 100 million kilometers long. So we're getting hit by a plasma filament that launched from the sun, a high-speed stream from the sun of solar wind, and also this plasma tail from a comet starting around tomorrow the 24th. It's going to be wild. Then we have the perfect alignment on the 25th, 26th of April of Sun, Comet, Earth. So I'll keep you up to date on all that, earthquakes, volcanoes, level 4 of space, all the things. So anyways, love you guys. I'll see you all soon.